recently watched Arlan Hamilton's video on exactly how to make $1,000 by New Year's Day. And this was a great video, and I wanted to add a little bit onto that video because in this video, she shared with us 3 steps to take in order to make $1,000 by New Year's Day. And this is something that I've done myself. Some of the strategies that she's sharing, I agree with them because those are some things that actually have worked for myself as well in my business. I'm putting the link of her video in the description below. That way you can go watch her video at some point as well. And so she's taking us through 3 different steps in order to accomplish that. The first step is to put together an offer and to price it at $1,000. The second step is to record 4 YouTube videos that will introduce that offer. So these videos will include things about the problem that your audience has, the solution that you can provide, like a quick win, also a case study that you can present in a video. And finally, the 4th video would be to cover some common objections that your audience might still have at this point. The final step would be to get on the phone or on Zoom with your prospective clients, because the call to action on each of these 4 videos would be for them to get on the call with you. Now, I personally like this approach because it's very simple and it's straightforward. However, I wanted to bring a little twist to it, specifically if you do not have an existing audience. Her strategy works very well. I've used it myself in the past, but it really works if you have an existing audience. If you're just starting out on YouTube, for example, and you're posting 4 videos over the course of 4 weeks, you'll probably get low views. So if you get 10 views, 20 views on a video, well, these people might be your family members or your friends, and they might not necessarily be your ideal client. So it's going to take time for the algorithm to pick up and to show your video to the right audience and for you to get a lot of views and to get people to book a call with you. So I'm going to give you my recommendation if you were starting from scratch, if you don't have any audience, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else. This is exactly how to make $1,000 by New Year's Day if you're starting from scratch, if you don't really have an audience, and you want to be able to do that in about 30 days or so. The key right here is to be able to leverage OPAs, other people's audiences. I'm going to switch cameras right now, and I'm going to show you 3 different strategies you can use in order to reach your goals of $1,000 by the end of the year. All right, so the first thing you have to know is who you are serving. Who are they? What kind of issues do they have? What can you help them with? And where can you find them on social media? So on YouTube, for example, or on Facebook, on LinkedIn, any social media platform you want to pick, where do you find them? All right. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to leverage other people's social media platforms in order for you to reach these people. If you want more help trying to figure out your audience and who you help, I have a special training in the description of this video that goes a little further into how to identify your ideal client, the people that you want to serve. So you can use that training to clarify your ideal client. So once you have that, there are 3 steps that I want you to follow. Okay, so this is clear. The first step that I want you to follow, because you are now clear on who you are serving, you want to know more about their pain, so their problems, and you want to know more about their desires. Okay, so what do they want and what they're struggling with? All right, so for example, if you're helping new moms lose the baby weight, well, that's the desire. They want to lose the baby weight so they can fit in the clothes that they had before pregnancy. And the pain that they have is that this is stubborn fat that is in the midsection. And they're not really into, let's say, lifting weights, right? They've never done that before, and they're really uncomfortable with that. Their body is still a little, changing, going through some changes. And so they're not really wanting to do the whole lifting weights. So that's the problem that they have. They want to lose the weight, but they don't want to lift weight. So what kind of solutions are you going to now provide for them? Okay, you know the pain, you know the desires. What is the solution that you're going to bring? Maybe you're going to help them lose that baby weight by doing smooth exercises. Maybe it's low impact exercise. Maybe it's nutrition. Maybe it's also a little bit of mindset in there. Whatever your solution is, that's what you're going to offer in order for them to solve their issues. Okay. So number 1, this is the first thing that I want you to do, is for you to start posting content, creating content Arlan Hamilton was saying that she recommends you to create 4 different YouTube videos and to post them in over 4 weeks. I believe this is too slow, okay? We're trying to reach our goal the fastest way. So we are going to start creating and posting content. This is very, very important to do because when you leverage other people's audiences, they're going to want to see evidence that you know what you're doing. Okay, so they want you to have some content already, whether it's on IG, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, on LinkedIn, whatever platform you want to pick, you need to have some content over there already. So I would say if you're still thinking you can film 4 videos, well, why don't you film 4 videos, 4 YouTube videos, but instead of rolling them over 4 weeks because you're going to batch them anyways in 1 or 2 settings, why don't you post them over 2 weeks or 1 week? Okay, we want to accelerate the process. The faster you can do that, the more chances you're going to get to make $1,000 or more. Okay, and at the end of the day, we want people to see that you have already existing content. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want to have you post content already. The second thing that you're going to do is for you to create your offer. So just like Arlan Hamilton said, yes, you have to package your offer. So what is your solution? How are you going to help them? Is it going to be through one-on-ones? Is it going to be through a course? Is it going to be through a 1 hour session? Is it going to be through a VIP day? Whatever the format, you want to be able to have an offer here. And I'm going to go into more details about how to figure out the pricing for that offer. Pricing. So here's how you can make $1,000. Okay, so you could either sell one at 1,000. Okay, so that would be, you just need one person to buy your offer, and that could be a VIP day, for example, at $1,000. What could a VIP day look like? I've done VIP days where I help one client map out 90 days of content. 90 days of content, we do it in one VIP day spent together in person or on Zoom. This could be 4 hours, it could be 6 hours. The point is that it's done in one setting and it's done. They have the whole solution in one day. So that could be one example of a VIP day. Another way you could do it is through a done for you service. So maybe you're doing something for them that is worth $1,000. What could you do? Maybe it's rearranging their wardrobe. Maybe it's to create a website for them, okay? And you would charge $1,000 for it. Another way to make $1,000 would be to have 2 people buy something that you sell for $500. If you feel a little nervous about offering something for $1,000, not to worry, you can offer 2, so you only need 2 people to buy it at $500. What could be something that you could sell for $500? Well, same thing. It could be a VIP day, depending on what you're offering during that VIP day. It could be a done for you. You could do a website. You could do something for you. You can create content for them. You can make a painting for them. You can do something for them and they will pay you $500 for it. It could be a course as well. However, the problem with a course is that for a course to be priced at $500 or more, that means that you would have pre-recorded videos already, and that is a lot of time, okay? And we don't have a lot of time, so that's why I'm going to put course like this, because of time. It's very time consuming. You have to put in the work before you sell it, and we don't really want that. For done for you, you don't have to put in the work. You don't have to do anything before they pay you, okay? For the VIP day as well, you don't have to create any kind of videos or modules or workbooks or anything like that. You go through the process with them on the VIP day. This could even be half a day, okay? A half day VIP day. If $500 seems a little high. Well, not to worry. You could have 4 people buy something that you're selling at 250, if that sounds more reasonable. What could you offer for $250? That could be 1 hour spent with you. So 1 hour on one-on-one. Why not? They have some burning questions. They want to go through something. They want to rehearse for a play that they're going to be acting in. They want to do something like make maybe a makeup tutorial. For 1 hour with you, they pay $250. That would be a good example. Or also a done for you, something that you do for them. For that's something that has to be really, really easy for you to do, okay? Because it's just $250. Maybe it's to review their resume, maybe it's to create their resume, maybe it's to create a landing page. Whatever it is that you could do for them, you could charge $250, okay? Maybe you're still a little nervous about this whole thing and you're like, okay, $250, I don't know. Okay, how about 5 people buy at $200? Same thing. What could you sell for $200? Well, same. 1 hour with you, one-on-one, done for you. Here, I would even add a digital product or a course, okay? Because a course at this price point doesn't require a lot of time to put in. Sure, you have to put in the work before because you have to record something, but it might just be a one video, like a masterclass type video, and you would charge $200 for that. Okay, so I'm going to put a question mark here. Maybe if you want to do a course with a worksheet or a workbook, that could still work at this price point. If you're like, I don't know, 200 seems a little high, not to worry. Now you would just need 10 people to purchase your offer that is $100. Okay, for marketing purposes, that could be something that you charge $97 for. Again, it's not going to be all the way to $1,000, just going to be $970. Then you would need 11 people to cross the $1,000 marks. Okay, so just FYI here, you could do that. All right, for $97, what could you offer? I would, okay, 1 hour again is one-on-one. But again, this is very, very low. So it has to be something maybe 1 hour or even 30 minutes of your time for burning questions that they have, something you can solve them with. Maybe it's done for you. Maybe you're putting together a menu. Maybe that menu is not personalized, but it's something that you're putting together for everybody to be able to download. That would be a digital product. Okay? Maybe you're putting together a week, a 7-day recipe schedule, something like that. How to batch, cook your meal for the next 7 days. You put it together, you create once, and you promote it so that you have 100 people. Oh, I mean, not 100, sorry. So you have 10 people buy it. You only need 10 people to purchase it at $100, and you make that $1,000, okay? You only create it once. Now, all you have to do is promote it. Promotion is the next step. So don't worry, because we're still assuming that you have no audience, okay? You don't really have an email list. You don't really have a lot of YouTube subscribers. You don't really have a lot of followers on Instagram. You have those accounts, obviously, because you need to exist online, but you don't really have a big following. All right. Maybe you're just starting out. So what is the next step now? Now that you know who you're helping and how you can help them, you know where they are. So that's where you're going to start posting content. Maybe you're going to create reels. Maybe you're going to create YouTube videos. Maybe you're going to put reels and post on Facebook, okay? Just so that you have a little bit of real estate, some reference that people can go to and see that, yes, you're a real person and you talk your talk, okay? So you need to have existing content. Secondly, you need to know what you're going to sell, because in the next step, you are going to be exposed to a big audience. So what are you going to sell them? You need to know exactly what you're going to sell. Maybe it's $1,000 offer. Maybe it's $100 offer. Maybe it's somewhere in between. And I gave you some suggestions on what you could offer at each level. Now, the next step is the following. Number 3, this is where you're going to leverage other people's audiences. All right, OPAs. I'm going to give you 3 different ways to do it. And these are 3 different ways that I have done it that have been successful for me. So now you can choose the one that you like better, you're most comfortable with, and go with it. Okay. Number 1 is interviews. Okay. For this, you will be required to pitch to podcasts, YouTube channels, or anything like that. This is where you can leverage the audience of the host. Okay. So the host has an audience that is your people, right? So let's say that you follow a fitness coach, okay? And maybe you really like their work and their audience happens to also be your audience, okay? Or a portion of their audience is your audience, your ideal client. So how would you pitch an interview to be on that platform, to be on that podcast? Okay, I'm going to put podcast, I'm going to put YouTube channel. It could be an IG interview as well. Okay, it doesn't really matter. The platform doesn't really matter. What matters is that the host has your ideal client. Okay, your audience, your ideal audience follows this person. Okay, you follow that person as well. And so you're going to pitch to be featured on that channel, on that podcast. That way, you are leveraging their audience to reach your own. Okay. Their audience is similar to yours. Maybe it's complementary. Maybe a sub part of their audience is your audience. Maybe they're helping women in general, but you're helping new moms. Okay. Maybe they're helping moms, but you're helping new moms. Okay. Right. So a mom who is in menopause, who's trying to lose weight, will have different pain points and desires than a 20-year-old new mom. Okay. So maybe that's your target here, but you're going to leverage their audience in order to reach your audience. So pitching to be interviewed on a podcast, YouTube channel, IG channel, anything like that is the first way. The second way that I would recommend you do that, and this is something that I've done forever, is to leverage Facebook groups. Okay, this is very easy because you are already a member of a Facebook group where your ideal client is. Maybe you're a member of a Facebook group of working moms, busy moms, moms who want to eat healthy, or millennial moms, whatever it is. What you're going to do is to be able to post content in this group, valuable content in this group, so that members of that group can see who you are. They can get value from your free content and they will follow you. You know how Facebook works, right? People kind of stalk you a little bit because when you post good content and they're like, man, this was great, very helpful. What are you going to do? They're going to look at your Facebook profile. And once they look at your profile, they want to see what you're talking about. They want to have evidence. This is evidence right here. They want to have evidence that you know what you're talking about, that you're the right person to help them. You want to be able to be posting content of value in Facebook groups where you know your ideal client is. And these have to be groups where you know you're going to have the green light, where you know that people can post content. All right. You're allowed to post content. Not all Facebook groups allow you to share content for free. Some groups allow you to post valuable content once a week. Okay, so you have to know the rules. You have to play by the rules because that's not your group. The host of the group, the admins of the group have the right to kick you out if you don't follow the rules. Okay, so you have to be posting content of value. Maybe for the next 7 days, you're going to post 2 or 3 times. Okay, but they have to be valuable posts. And you have to be allowed to post in these groups. The way you know if this is a valuable post is that this has to provide a quick win for your audience. For example, in the same case for that new mom, if your solution or if your post is about how It's about a recipe and a grocery list and the ingredients she needs to eat and the exercise she needs to do before the kids wake up. That's too much information in one post. It's overwhelming. She's never going to do it. Okay. You need to provide one quick win, something she can implement and do in one day. That's a quick win. Something she can do in one day. When you type up a post or create a video or reel, is it something they can implement today? If not, break it down. It has to be one quick win, something they can do today. All right. Once they get value from your post, they will again look you up. They want to know who you are, what you do, and because you have already content valuable, whether it's reels, posts, or whatever it is, videos, they'll be like, ooh, I need to subscribe to her channel. Ooh, I need to know what she has. I need to, right? So you want to be ready with evidence. Okay. So Facebook groups, one of my favorite ways to do that. That's how I built my business, my marketing business. It was by leveraging other people's groups. I spent a lot of times in business groups for new entrepreneurs, and I was not pitching, I was sharing value on how to create content fast, on how to map out content, on how to figure out where to share content. And then guess what? People followed me and people wanted to know more about what I had to offer. And because I was ready with content and with offers, people bought my offers. Okay? So that's why you need to have these before you get exposure, right? You don't want to have exposure and you have nothing to offer. You want to prepare this, right? And then the opportunity is going to come. If the opportunity comes, but you're not prepared, it's a waste of time. You want to be prepared. That way, when the opportunity comes, you're ready. Okay? So, interviews, first way, Facebook group, second way. The third way that has worked for me and could work for you as well is live events. Okay? If you go to live events. So, these might require investment of your time and money. I'm aware of that. But this can accelerate your credibility and can accelerate your success because you are in a room of people who want what you have. Okay, you are going to an event where your ideal client is there as well. So I went to an event a few years ago. It was in New York, so I spent time and money there. And it was a room of female entrepreneurs, okay, at different stages of their business. So the whole room was full of some of my ideal clients, right? I went there because I was a client of the coach who was hosting that event. And during networking sessions, I shared what I do. Share your solution. Okay? And so when you're talking to your ideal client and she hears that, well, I help new moms lose the baby weight without having to lift weights. Oh, snap. That's me, right? If you're in a room of, let's say, new moms or moms who have been, I don't know, moms of toddlers or, one of the MOPS groups, for example, at church, and you tell them, this is what I do, and she wants that, that's her desire, guess what? She is going to follow up with you. She's going to want to know how she can work with you. And this is exactly what happened. I was in that room, and two of the women, I didn't need that many women. I needed two out of, I think we were 100 in that room. I just needed two. And I offered my VIP day. All right. One paid $5,000 and the other paid $2,500. Okay. And that was done in 30 days. Okay. So depending on your offer, okay, I gave you the example of how to make $1,000. But if you want to make more, it just depends on how you're pricing your offer. And you could absolutely make more. Okay. So the advantage of live events is that your ideal client is already there. They're already there. They have a problem. You know they have a problem. You're the solution. They just have to know that you are the solution. Okay. And you can offer VIP day. You can offer course. You can offer done for you. whatever your offer is, you can do it there. This is probably the fastest way because you are in the room with them. Fastest way. Okay. This was also fast, but you need to pitch and you need to find the right people and the schedules and all that. So this is also good, but might not be as fast as being in a live event. Okay. Facebook group, it was so efficient. This is so efficient because it's kind of like a machine. It kind of never stops. The live event, after the event is done, that's it. You missed your chance. If you didn't do it on the day of, you missed your chance. But in a Facebook group, as long as you keep sharing valuable content, the machine keeps rolling and you are growing your audience, your own audience, and you're getting new followers, new subscribers, and new buyers to your offers. So that was a lot. I wanted to make sure I could break it down into more detail to show you exactly the step by step of how you can do that and not only get to $1,000, but even more if you want to, if you have the right offer. And like I said, Arlan Hamilton's video was great, very valuable, but I just wanted to add that little caveat. If you don't have an audience, how do you make that happen? You can record 4 videos over 4 weeks, but you might not get the eyes on those videos. And so you're not going to get those calls. You have to leverage other people's audiences in order to accelerate the process. So this is your assignment. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get clear on who you serve. And again, if you don't know how to do that, check out the resource in the description of this video. Second thing that I want you to do is to create content. You can create reels today. You can batch reels. You can batch record videos. You can do that. Video is the fastest way for people to know who you are and to get your vibe and to see if you can really help them with the problem that they have. Much better than if you are writing something. Okay, so video, if you can, high priority. Create as much content as you can, share it on the platform of your choice. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, which is really good, or Instagram, if that's the platform of your choice. And then pick one strategy that you're going to use for leveraging other people's audiences. Are you going to use Facebook groups? You can do that today. Are you going to wait for a live event? If you have an upcoming live event, great. But if you don't, then don't do it. And lastly, you can pitch to be interviewed on a YouTube channel, on a podcast. That might also take a little while based on other people's availability, based on if they answer to your emails and things like that. So my approach of choice is always to leverage Facebook groups. Find the right Facebook groups, look at the rules. Can you share content in there? Can you post content? Post content on those groups. If you share valuable content, people will start looking at your profile. That's why you have to make sure that you have optimized your profile, making sure that you have created content, posted content already. That way people can now go to your own platform and buy your offer. You have to tell them that you have something available for them. All right. If you have any questions about any stage of this process, let me know in the comments and I'll be more than happy to guide you a little more in that process. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any of my other videos, just like this one. Talking about videos, I recommend you watch this next video right here for your next step. Until next time, bye.